Okay, what's up guys? So the topic that I want to talk about in this video is it's actually a topic that that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. The fear that that people have when it comes to leaving their office jobs and jumping into freelancing. It's something that I see a lot on social media. It's a question that people ask about. How do I jump into freelancing? How do I start working from home from my office job? And there's a lot of people are scared to leave the comfort and security of their jobs and pursue the work from home lifestyle. Let's see, is my camera adjusted properly? I think it is now. My biggest tip, when I started freelancing, I had no intention of freelancing. I remember, I'll tell you guys a little bit about how I started. I remember my very first office job. It was, actually it wasn't here in the Philippines, it was in the States. I think it was my first year of college, in California. I had an office job. I worked as a computer technician. It was probably one of the best jobs I ever had because I love working with computers, and it was part-time, and it was a small office, and fast forwarding to today, I have now realized that the only office that I will ever want to work for is a small office. I don't like working for big offices. But yeah, the first office job I ever had was working as a computer technician, and my boss was great. Loved the job. I enjoyed doing it, and time just flew by fast. And when I came to the Philippines, I worked I worked for a game company in Manila, and I've been working in the gaming industry before. The very first freelance job I had, and I mean back then, this was like years ago, back in 2007, and back then I didn't even use the word freelancing. I didn't even know what freelancing was. I just used the term home-based job, or working from home. And I was working from home for a game publisher, a gaming company in San Francisco, and it was for a job that wasn't even advertised. The company liked what I was doing. I was really active. I was doing marketing for them, and they liked what I was doing, and so they hired me. Yeah, I did that for a while, and so I was doing freelancing before I even knew what freelancing was, and so that's actually the best tip I could tell anyone who wants to take the jump from their office job into freelancing is don't just quit your office job and go into freelancing. Freelance first while you're in your office job. Like, as I say, it's not what you do from your 9 to 5 that counts. It's what you do after the 9 to 5. Like, when you're finished with your day job, or when you're finished at whatever time you leave your office job, when you're finished, when you go home, that's the time that it counts. When you arrive home, what are you doing? What stuff are you doing? Start doing your freelancing while you're working in the office, so that when you quit your office job, you're already having your freelance job. Don't just jump off the cliff and then hope that you get a client. And I think that's how a lot of freelancers succeed. Is you don't just jump off the cliff. You gotta transition slowly into the freelancing. And I'll make another video about the kind of mindset that you need to have in freelancing. Freelancers become freelancers because they enjoy the flexibility. Working for someone 9 to 5 versus working for yourself. Technically you are gonna work for somebody else, but you have the comfortability of working from home. And for me, I get to wake up every morning and I get to enjoy going straight to my laptop. Like right when I wake up, I go to my laptop and I enjoy doing that. I don't get to encounter traffic. I don't get to encounter anybody saying, "Oh, you're late for work," and you get a penalty for that. None of that. I get to go to work, no clocking in, and I don't work with clients that require time tracking or any of that stuff. I don't do any of that stuff. I wake up, go to my laptop, and just start working, and I enjoy doing that every day. And that's why freelancers become freelancers, is because they enjoy the flexibility of it. Even if they work like 18 hours a day, or however many hours a day that they work, and you'll see a lot of entrepreneurs saying that like they enjoy working their asses off, like 18 or however many hours they work a day. They enjoy doing it because it's the freedom, it's the flexibility that they get to control how they work. Instead of somebody else controlling how they work, they control how they work. So that's why freelancers become freelancers. That's why freelancers go into entrepreneurship. So that's literally the best tip I could tell anyone: how to jump from the office world into freelancing. Start freelancing while you're working, while you're in the office, and that'll make things easier. People will have all these fears like, oh, how do I get more clients? How do I stabilize myself? What happens if I quit my office job, then I get a client, and then that client fires me? Then what happens? Well, just a quick tip: don't become a freelancer if you have all those fears. Not everyone can be a freelancer. Not everyone can be an entrepreneur. Not everyone wants to be an office worker. That's me. I don't like working in an office. Or maybe someday I'll have my own office for my own business. But don't become a freelancer if you have all those fears. If you're too scared of having the confidence to get your own clients, to have control over your work. If you're comfortable working for someone else, if you don't want to worry about all the business stuff, don't become a freelancer. Yes, freelancing has its benefits, has its advantages. You get to work from home, you get to have freedom and flexibility, but you have control over everything. It's that control that you really have to be disciplined. You really have to be disciplined to be a freelancer. A lot of things can happen while you're freelancing, and it's a given. You have to have the right mindset to live a freelance lifestyle. So that's pretty much the best tip I can give anyone who wants to jump from office work to freelancing. And I see people asking questions like that every day, like, how do I quit my office job and spend more time at home working? And the answer to that is, 1, you gotta have the right mindset. 2, start finding clients while you're working, and then just start from there. And the best way to figure out if you like being a freelancer is just doing it. I had no idea what being a freelancer was like when I first started, and I just adapted to it. There's no you can't really prepare for it. You just have to adapt to it. So yeah, I enjoy being a freelancer. It's what I enjoy doing. Yes, it can be scary at times, but that's a given. There's a lot of scary things in life. You just have to overcome your fears and just do it every single day. There's nothing easy in life. So that's basically it. If you guys have any questions or comments, or if you guys have your own stories, feel free to share it. Every freelancer has their own story. Every freelancer has their own background or their own journey and I guarantee you, there's a lot of freelancers that have really good stories, not just mine. So if you have your own story, or if you have your own comments or whatnot, put them down below in the comment section. And see, is there anything else that I'm missing? I think that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or if there's any topics that you guys want me to cover. There's a lot of things, and there's a lot of different aspects of freelancing that I'll make more videos on. But if there's anything specific that you guys want me to cover, just let me know and I'll cover it. But I hope that helps, because a lot of people ask that stuff. How to go from the office world into freelancing. I always try to encourage people that if they want to make the jump from office work into freelancing, you know, you know, it's cool to make the jump. You know, it's a lot of people tell me that I'm so lucky to be where I'm at right now, to work from home, to have that flexibility. A lot of people tell me that I'm so lucky. I guess I'm lucky. I don't know. It's something that I just it's not something that I intended to happen. I just did it. You know, the answer to how do you become a freelancer? You just do it. You don't overthink. You don't think too much. You just make it happen and just live it day by day, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or comments, put them down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.